Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys a little recap on the new episode of One Piece, which is on 708 or 708. This episode is a slow one as usual, but I see to it that it gave out an agonizing moment for me. Well, physical agonizing moment, like a mental image in my head that I can't really get, that I can imagine hearing screaming echoes in my head. That's how painful it was for me. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, we see to it that Law continues his fight with Doflamingo, and Luffy continues his brawl against the fake string, the fake Doflamingo strings, and against Bellamy. Luffy tries to stop Bellamy by wrapping his arms around him, but the fake Doflamingo kicks Luffy away and therefore continues his battle. As for Zoro, he faces Pika head on, as usual, but managed to have some trouble due to the fact that Pika was running away. And we hear Pika's laugh, pia 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 pia. I was expecting pia 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 pika 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 pika. I don't know how you even do his laugh right now. That it's difficult enough to even try to mimic it or something. Zoro gets ticked off and says, the way you laugh is ridiculous, and Pika gets mad and uses his stone-like spear thing whatsoever, but, I don't even give two crack-a-lacks of how you're supposed to describe it. Anyways, going back to the scene with Law and Doflamingo, Law tries to use mess on Doflamingo when he was in his room, but Doflamingo grabbed his hand and says a couple words to Law. Well, that's not how it was played, but you guys get the point if you even read the manga or caught up with the anime or watched the episode already. Doflamingo gave Law a lesson or lecture by saying, there are many ways to kill or beat down an opponent that you don't stand a chance against, right? You could have gone with the original plan with Kaido, trying to kill me, but you decide to try to attack me head on, which is ridiculous, which you have no match against me. Doflamingo even mocks Law about, that day where you could have defeated me and put me on the strings. You could have defeated me easily if you sent that message to the right marine. If you did not run into Virgo, Corazon would have lived and you would have been okay and you would have lived out whatever life you wanted to give out. And therefore Law declares that even before I die, I'm gonna make everything count and make sure I defeat you. Doflamingo decides to use a technique which is something that I really looked forward to, but at the same time, I know I'm gonna scream in my head. He has a string coming out from his other foot, and this time he puts it on Law, and the way how he rolls down and slams down to the ground, oh my dear lord, I hear agonizing screams after that crashing down. It was a jigsaw string. He cuts off Law's arm with that technique, and I was screaming in agony in my mind right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I can't even get it out of my head right now, dude. That's how painful it was for Law as he screams in agony. As for Luffy, he managed to defeat the fake string Doflamingo with Red Hawk and Gear Second Gatling, and he screams to Doflamingo, says, come and fight me head on, and it ends up with Doflamingo smiling a bit and says a couple words while he has his gun pointed at Law. And I'm thinking in my mind, dear lord, here we go. Well, almost there, man, almost there. It's just need to hang in a little bit longer. I don't know what's gonna happen, but guarantee of all hell, it's gonna be very, very ugly, depending what's up. Next episode, we're gonna see some action with the other guys who's fighting Doflamingo's family. So what's gonna happen? Who knows? Just gonna have to find out. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Which will be later. Until then, I'm off for Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Right? Peace out. Bye bye. Doo doo doo.